I just wanted to say, for whoever's watching, thanks. We're obviously, this is a little, I wouldn't say difficult, but new to us, as you know, we're in a new place.
Have a new way to
do everything. Everything's new. We have to record it differently. We have new equipment we're using. We have all this stuff. So this is sort of like I don't want to say a trial run, but like our first time. So thank you. Obviously, some things will be different, and we're getting used to it. So thanks, guys.
Like and subscribe.
Watch Skits and Natty too.
Watch Skits and Natty.
Boys with hair.
Long time no see, dude.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah. How you doing?
You know,
Surviving.
yeah, living life. Yes, living life inside, 6 feet apart. Even though this is like a good 3 inches.
Hold on.
That's not 3
So
inches.
so if I got a foot right here, that's not anywhere close to a foot. For the sake of this podcast, let's call that a foot, shall we?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, oh. I used to think a foot was just my. It is not, because I was like, oh, I wear a size 12 shoe. There's 12 inches in a foot. My foot is a foot long. That was my thought process.
Dude, I still use my foot for like foot measurements. Like,
So do I.
I'm a size 13, so I'm just like. Also, yeah. Hey guys, long time no see. To you too.
Hello.
So, welcome to another episode of Boys with Hair.
Season 2.
Should we call this season 2? Yeah.
More hair than you.
More hair than you, even though I got a
haircut.
haircut.
I was gonna say, even though you got a haircut.
But as you noticed, we are not in our normal area, our normal studio. We are actually at a remote location in the Bahamas.
Called Jack's house in Cincinnati. Bahamas.
You were supposed to like play. We were actually. Yeah, we're at my house. Anyway, okay.
It's like when movies say like Manhattan, New York. It's like, oh, I thought it was Manhattan, Idaho.
Dude, Manhattan. Dude, don't fucking trash Manhattan, Idaho. That shit's fire. You ever been?
No, I've never been to any Manhattan. I wish though.
I'm just. Yeah,
no, we're gonna have to bleep 2 words out already.
It's fine. It doesn't matter. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Shoot. Oops. All right.
Whoopsie daisies.
So yeah, man, it's been a while. I gotta get back in the groove of this. So, we were just talking about this right before we started, but I saw The Matrix for the first time ever, like a week ago.
I can't say much because the first time I saw it was like a year ago.
Was a year ago?
Really? Around there, yeah.
Yeah. So the reason I saw it, I was telling Jameson, was because I was hanging out with some buddies and they made a joke about red pill, blue pill, and naturally I was like, "What's that from?" And
Tylenol.
Exactly. They're like, "Oh, it's for headaches." They were like, "It's from The Matrix," and I was like, "Oh, haha." And then they're all, "You've never seen The Matrix?" And I'm like, "No, I haven't." And naturally, I took some verbal abuse, and then the next day I decided to watch The Matrix.
You got bullied. You got peer pressured into watching The Matrix.
I did. I that's literally what I said.
That's hilarious.
But one of the things that I had, I'm gonna be honest, the real reason I watched it was solely because like I wanted to figure out what the red pill and the blue pill meant.
Yeah.
Because I was like really interested in that.
Honestly, I forgot.
Yeah, I
don't remember which one is which.
I don't know quote like verbatim, but basically one of them's like Morpheus shows Neo what the Matrix is,
and then the other is like just
he goes back into the Matrix and lives his peaceful life of ignorance without knowing what it is.
Yeah.
But I was thinking that was like the ending, but that was like yeah, no.
It's over already. Okay.
No, I was thinking that was like I was like, oh, the red pill, blue pill is big dilemma. That's at the end. That must be at the end of the movie. And then I watch it. And it's like 30 minutes in, and I was like,
wow, this is a short movie.
I was like, oh, well, that's what that means. Guess I got to watch the rest of the movie now. And
I'm here.
And I started watching it. It got a lot more trippy than I thought.
It's a dope movie. I won't lie. It's pretty. They're making the 4th one.
They're making the 4th one.
Keanu Reeves is gonna have like 3 movies next year, and it's John Wick 4, Matrix 4, and then the new Bill and Ted.
Okay,
and the new SpongeBob. So that's 4 movies.
SpongeBob. Dude, Keanu Reeves has like become. I don't know if he's like always been this popular, but I feel like recently
It's just because of John Wick, I feel like.
You think so?
I think so. Those movies are dope, though, I won't lie.
I've never seen a John Wick movie, but all my friends encourage me to watch them.
The first one is really good, and then the other two, I don't think they're as good, but they're still just, like, super fun.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves, like, kills someone with a book in those movies.
Is it like...
He literally just puts it in the guy's mouth and just punches it until, yeah.
Does he... Alright, I'm gonna say something right now. Oh, that was my computer. Haha.
That's not that intense.
I mean, you never know. Okay, anyway. Back on track.
Technical difficulties.
Anyway, so... What were you saying? Yeah, that's crazy. My buddy, one of my friends said that he really liked it, and he was like, oh, the plot's... He said verbatim, the plot's shit, but the action's cool.
Yeah, the plot is a little... In the first one, it's, like, pretty much Punisher.
Yeah.
But in, like, the next two, I honestly could not tell you what the plot is, but the movies are dope and cool looking.
Right.
So I don't really care too much about the plot. You see, that's my problem with how people view some movies, because some movies are like meant to be like analyzed, and some movies are just meant to be watched and just enjoyed. It's why I think the Martin Scorsese like, oh, superhero movies are roller coaster rides. It's like, yeah, and it's dope
and it's cool.
Yeah, it's fun
for real.
Yeah, like. And I don't think that they're not cinema, in my opinion. I think everything... Even Velocipaster is technically cinema, in my opinion.
Dude,
it's not good cinema,
but
even though cinema. It actually is, but like, whatever.
Dude, I was thinking about Velocipaster the other day.
I literally watched our episode where we were talking about it, like, prior to this, just because I was like, man, did we, like, publish the one with Velocipaster, or was that in the Lost episode? I don't even remember what was in the Lost episode.
What Lost episode? What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Anyway.
Yeah, no. Have you... what music have you listened to during this big break?
During Humanity's Big Break. That's what we're going to call this.
Humanity's Big Break. It sounds like a guy named Humanity getting his big break in
Hollywood. That's exactly what I meant.
He's like, hey guys, I'm a movie star now. Let's go.
So, music-wise, I've been listening to a lot of... Well, I've realized that I really like EDM.
I'm not surprised. Dude, why that's so
that's the thing is, like, I realized that I've liked it for a while. I just didn't know that it had a genre. Like, I would always listen to,
Who is this Diplo?
No, I would listen to, like... I play a lot of video games, you know that. So I would listen to a lot of, like, remix video game music, and then sometimes I would just hear, like, regular EDM, and I'd be like, oh, this is pretty cool. I'm like, I really like music without lyrics. It's like electronic music without lyrics. What is that? And then my buddy's like, dude, that's EDM. Like, how do you not know that? And I was like, oh, I'm stupid, apparently.
Dude, I can get down to some EDM. You know, I had a very small, and I when I say small, I mean small, because it was like 3 songs, a very small Skrillex phase.
Yikes.
It was only 3 songs.
Is that why you got your nose ring?
So I got my nose rings. Well, I shaved half my head and grew the other side out. No, screw you. I was in like 7th grade. But, like, actual EDM, like, I can get down to some Zed.
Yeah.
Clarity, dude. Absolute banger.
You ever listen to Prototype Raptor?
Sounds like a Power Rangers Zord.
Well, it's not, Jason. It's an artist.
No, I have not.
Oh, it's pretty good.
He's pretty good.
Yeah. They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
I just heard your feelings so
No, you didn't. I was like, I didn't expect you to say that. I was like, I didn't. It's not like it hurt my feelings. I was just, when somebody said, it's like when you say, because when you say something, it's like, I feel like you will, like, I personally map out what I think the person is going to say in my head. Because I'm like, I'm about to say this. So either say like this or this. And then you said one of my it's like choose your own adventure, but you like made up your own third option, and I was like at the book like this isn't like flipping back and forth. I was like, what the going on?
I subverted your expectations. Is what I did.
If you want to put it in layman's terms, then yes.
Yeah, definitely. No, dude, I've been listening. A lot of like the musicians I like have just like been releasing like their albums.
Yeah.
Recently, which is nice. The 1975 released their new album like last night, and I'm scared to listen to it.
Why?
I heard it's bad.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, I heard it's really bad. Apparently, there's like a country song on it, and I was like, no. I really hope it's ironic. It was described as like pretentious and a way for Matty Healy to get out his narcissistic tendencies through lyrics. I was like, dang.
Narcissistic tendencies, huh?
Yeah.
Do you have any narcissistic tendencies?
I don't know. I'd like to think I don't.
Sometimes I get really mad when I wake up and it's like past 11.
That's not narcissistic. That's just like sad. That's like everyone. I feel like almost at least right now, because I get like that, dude.
Humanity's big break.
No, but All Time Low. They're one of my favorite bands. They released their new album.
Yeah.
Already contender for album of the year. Not gonna lie,
so?
It's really good. It's nice. It's a good summer album, which sucks because you can't really. Well, not even like the whole quarantine thing, because I've gone outside and like I've been skating a lot recently.
Yeah.
The problem is
shame on you for going outside.
Oh yeah, doing some Tony Hawk tricks, and by Tony Hawk tricks I mean just skating and not doing any tricks.
I mean playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater in my room alone with a half-eaten can of beans. Bushes to be exact. There's like the spoons like in there too. But it's like an unfinished basement, and you're just sitting there with a literal like a CRT television plugged in, and you have one controller with your PS2, and you're just sitting there
in an open floor plan of a house with like a TV that's not hooked into anything and a PS2 connected to the TV. You have the case for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater on the thing, and you're just playing. But the screen is black,
and then like
it's just terrifying.
Like somebody's moving into the house, and like the realtor's like, oh, there's a and the realtor's like, oh, there's a kid here.
He comes with the house, sorry.
And then he's like, and the guy, and like everybody like starts staring at the kid, and then like somebody like draws a picture of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. I'm like, just tapes it to the TV. They're like, there you go. At least you got something to look at.
It's so sad.
And then they're just like, let's move on, shall we?
Oh, that's depressing.
Anyway, so you've been skating a lot.
Yeah, but it's been raining so much recently. And it's only gonna rain like literally all next week too. That's what bums me out. Is like, we already shouldn't. Well, you can, but like, whatever. Go outside. You don't have to make it look so sad with rain.
Yeah.
Dude.
Screw whoever is making it rain. I don't know. You said that like there was some like
I know
it's one person's fault.
No, I know. But yeah, the album's literally called Wake Up Sunshine, and it's just like, oh, dang.
Dude,
it's great though. I highly recommend it. It's really fun.
Word. I've been listening to. I wouldn't say like some new artists. So I said Prototype Raptor, but I've been going back and listening to a lot of music that I used to, just like music that I used to listen to. Like I've been listening to. I guess I should say I've been catching up. Like I've been listening to Mac Miller a lot.
Oh yeah,
a lot more of Mac Miller. I finished Circles. I listened to the whole album. Blue World is still my favorite.
That's why we're in this podcast.
I re-listened to Igor by Tyler the Creator. I re-listened to all of Flower Boy.
I need to re-listen to a lot of albums.
Dude. Yeah,
I've just been listening to the same. I made literally a playlist called Quarantine, and it's just all music I like during quarantine.
Yeah, that's funny. What does it have on it?
Well, it has All Time Low. It has this band. They're relative. They like literally just came out with their first album.
Yeah,
and it's 10 songs, and the album is 23 minutes. I was a little upset about this short time, but it was a good album too. The Rex.
Yeah,
it was so good, dude. That's also a good summer album. too many people are releasing summer albums right now, and it's kind of sad because it's just rainy and crappy outside.
Yeah.
But I've been, Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah.
No one's favorite rapper.
I haven't heard that name in a while.
I don't like his old stuff because I think it just sounds bad.
Mm-hmm.
But his like newer, more like his last album and the album before that, I can kind of like get down to because it's more like. I think he's started playing to his strengths now. Yeah. And he definitely has to, considering he got destroyed by Eminem in that rap beef. But he's like literally making an entire album now that comes out, I think, next month, where it's all pop punk. And he has like Travis Barker doing the drums and producing it.
I don't even know who that is.
The drummer for Blink-182.
Oh,
he drums for a lot of rappers too. But
I feel like a piece of crap now.
No, he's just the best drummer ever. Well, not ever, but alive. But yeah, dude. No, and he released like the first single, I think, from the new album called Bloody Valentine. It goes hard.
Does it?
It's pretty good. It's really. I was surprised.
Oh my god. I didn't even know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. But you know who Joji is?
Yeah.
I've been listening to so much Joji.
I haven't listened to his new singles enough. I think I've only listened to each single once.
Yeah, because when Gimme Love came out recently, Mike and our buddy Mike,
I just remember we were like vibing.
Yeah, Mike would have like our buddy Mike, when we would listen to Gimme Love, he like goes on the floor and like lays down because he has like an out of body experience. That's how much he likes the song. Props to him, man.
I know. No, it's just funny.
He's a character. I love you, Mike. Anyway, I saw him the other day, but. Gimme Love is really good. I listened to Run Again. It's Run, not Run Again. But Run's really good. Sanctuary's really good. Slow Dancing in the Dark.
Sanctuary's so good.
Sanctuary's fantastic.
My mom was like, is this a new Journey song? And I was like, no. It's Joji. She was like, who's that? It's like.
Also, side note, if it looks like I'm on my phone, it's because I'm checking a timer. I just don't want anybody to think I'm like lame.
Wow, Jack. Wow.
Anyway, but I listened to Slow Dancing in the Dark again too, and that song's really good, but I can't listen to it without getting sad.
Really?
Yeah, well, because it sort of came at a point in my life where like a bunch of stuff was going down, so I just, by like the associative property, but I associate it with that, but it's still good. Yeah. So it's like me painfully like crying through like.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not.
I think that was like the first Joji song I listened to that got me into Joji.
Yeah.
Because I heard, what's the one? Oh my god, Will He, I think?
Yeah.
I heard that, and I think I heard Yeah, Right, and I was like, oh, this isn't for me. And then I heard Slow Dancing in the Dark, I was like, okay, this is for me. And then I listened to like,
Everything
Yeah, Right again, and I was like, okay, yeah, I dig this. It was kind of like the same way I got into like Tyler the Creator or Childish Gambino. It's basically how I got into rap, kind of. Because I used to not at all listen to rap. Pretty sure like the only rap song I had on my phone or iTunes was, what's that song where it's like 10% power, 20% skill.
I know what song you're talking about, but I don't know the name of it. But real quick.
Yes.
Before I forget,
yes.
I have a game to talk about. I feel like a lot of people know about this, but I kind of want to talk about it anyway because I've been playing it recently. Yeah. Cuphead.
I've heard of it.
Yeah. So basically what Cuphead is it's sort of got, you know what Rubber Hose animation style is?
Yeah,
like old Steamboat.
I think I watched you and Mike start playing it.
It's like that. It's like that old like Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse, like really bouncy animation style. Exactly. So it's kind of animated. It's like animated in that style. And it's also got sort of like it's trying to have an old cartoon vibe. Like literally the visuals are kind of scratchy and the audios will be scratchy sometimes, kind of like an old VHS tape you're watching or something like that. But it's actually pretty fun. It's sort of like a running, it's hard to say what it is. It's sort of like a run and gun type deal whilst also being like, I don't want to say boss rush, but think of something like Dark Souls mixed with something like insert any run and gun game here. So most stages are part of like a world or like an aisle, what it's called in the game. So like the first aisle is just like these grasslands, and there's about 6 stages, and most stages are either a boss or just like a run and gun stage where you're just going through trying to avoid enemies and collect like 5 coins and just not die. Whereas the boss stages are just bosses, and they are hard as heck. It is for real. It's really
it's just
it really plays off of that old like trial and error play style that a lot of old games used to have, which I really appreciate, because it really, not only do I feel like you get more out of the game, but also it really forces you to like play it multiple times and learn. It's not, for most people, it's not one of those games that you're able to just go in, beat it, and just be like, okay, cool, did this one time. Like there's one boss might throw a bunch of things at you, and you gotta learn like at which pattern are these objects falling at me to which I can dodge it. Or some bosses will like go into certain phases and you're like, okay, that can mark like, okay, this is how far I am before I beat this boss. And I just feel like it has a lot of really interesting elements whilst also being very charming. So that's why I feel like it has a really great appeal. And it is now also on like pretty much any platform, because originally it just released on like, I think it was Xbox One and PC. I was really annoyed because I didn't have any of those. But it's on Switch now. Yeah, I think it's on PS4. I'm like 99% sure. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. But I know it's on Switch because that's what I have it on. Yeah, there's a lot to that game. Bosses, running guns. There's also a shop where you can buy power-ups with a little pig. He literally, whenever you come in, he's got like... Okay, I don't know why I didn't mention this. He's got like this music. It's kind of like saloon style music. It's like dun, 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 dun. He's like, welcome, and he's just like sitting there, and there's like
straight vibing.
Yeah, he's sitting there with his arm over like this, and then there's little items, and when you buy them, he says he's like thank you, and and then you just leave, and then it goes back. I just think that guy's funny, and also
amazing.
2-player makes the game immensely more difficult.
Difficult?
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. I'll tell you why. Because if you're playing with if you're playing with 2 people, yes, you have like 2 people going at the boss, and you can also like revive your partner if they die.
Yeah.
But it not only does it double the health bar, 2 people got to memorize the patterns, and it's like stuff's flying at you the entire time. So now you got 2 people trying to watch out for stuff, which kind of makes the whole screen like a big mishmash of stuff. Yeah. So it's, like I said, it's a double-edged sword. So I'd say it's fun to play it with friends, but if you're trying to take the game seriously, honestly, just do it by yourself. Yeah. Just do it by yourself. Like, that's what I'd say. But yeah, Cuphead, definitely check it out. I think it's like $20, and like every other time, it's like $20, and every other time I look on the eShop, it's on sale. So, nice. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
Check it out. Game Corner.
Game Corner.
So I wanted to talk about real quick. There is a show. I haven't watched many movies over like the break, just because I bought a ton of DVDs right like the day before everything closed. Yeah. And I watched all of them, and then all I've had left for like 3 months is the first 7 Fast and Furious movies. Yeah. And I still haven't watched. Mm-hmm. So
any of them?
No. I haven't even started.
Yeah.
But I kind of procrastinated by watching like shows or like stuff like that. And I started Mr. Robot, and I finished it already, and now I'm rewatching it with my mom.
The Debster. Anyway.
I hated every second of that. Oh my god. The Debster? That is awful.
No, it's not the Debster. It's...
Stop. Oh. Stop, dude. Oh my god.
Okay,
Anyways, but it is the best show. I'll say it.
Ever?
That I've seen at least. It's better than... I'll have to rewatch Smallville, but that one will probably just have mostly nostalgia. But it's like better than Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad is still great. Not to like undermine all the other shows that are great, but this one is just so good.
So what's like the... I think we talked about Mr. Robot on one of our previous episodes. I think.
No, not an episode. I think just
Oh, but
in
we
person.
maybe we just talked about it so many times that I think we talked. Anyway, what's the plot?
So basically, it's about this guy named Elliot, played by Rami Malek, who played what's his name,
Freddie Mercury,
and he is a cybersecurity employee at like a cybersecurity company.
Word.
Called Allsafe, which is real close to Allstate.
That is
Allstate. No, but and he does. He's kind of like a vigilante. He's like cybersecurity employee by day, hacker by night.
Yeah.
And he basically hacks people that kind of deserve it. Like he hacks a coffee shop owner in the spoilers for like the first thing that happens in the entire show. But he hacks like a coffee shop owner that like has like a whole website for like illegal stuff.
Oh.
That is too serious to mention on Boys with Hair. But
we're boys with hair. We don't want to be boys with felonies. Anyway, go ahead.
But and it just kind of follows him trying to. His whole mission is it's a very liberal, eat the rich kind of show where he like wants to take down the top 1% of the top 1%. Which the show, regardless of politics, is still good.
Yeah,
because like my politics fairly align with the show for the most part. So I was like, oh, that's dope. But they do cool stuff, not only because the show apparently it's 4 seasons, so it took like 4 or 5 years to make, and the entire show takes place in like 2 years of 2015 and 2016. And it just, everything escalates to where it's like, oh wow, this is completely different from what it started out with. And the big thing with the show is that Elliot is mentally ill. Like the main character is mentally ill, so it's like kind of an unreliable narrator. But also,
and what do you know? What kind of mentally ill though?
He's just like depressed.
Yeah. So it's like
he's a sad boy,
kind of like a clouded view.
Yeah.
Type view. I see.
Yeah, but the show's great. The cinematography is incredible. There's a whole episode that's made to look like one shot. There's a whole episode where there's only 2 lines of dialogue, and the rest, like the first line is, "We don't have to talk, dude. It's all good." And the last line is, "We should talk."
Really?
Yes.
It's just an entire
start of the episode, end of the episode.
How long are the episodes?
Like 56 minutes. So like it'd be like an hour and a half.
No dialogue.
Yeah, and and the thing is, it's great. Is a good episode. It's like a dramatic show, and there's an entire episode where most of it is filmed like a sitcom. It's so cool.
The more you tell me about this show, the more I want to watch it. What's it on?
It's on Amazon Prime. The first 3 seasons come with Prime. The last one is like $9. But it's like worth it.
It's kind of like Steven Universe.
Yeah, it's so good, dude.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
The music's incredible too. The acting is great. It's like the writing, everything is just firing on all cylinders. The creator of the show, Sam Esmail, the first season he wrote a few episodes, most of it obviously because he created it and the show whatever. But the show was originally intended to be a movie, which I thought was like a cool thing. But he only directed like 2 or 3 episods in the first season. Season 2 to season 4, he writes and directs every episode.
Really?
And that's like insane. Because like I watched an interview where he was like, yeah, I asked if I could like direct every episode, and they were like, I mean, you can, if you can.
Oh, they're just like,
because it's like stressful, yeah. But yeah, it's a good show. Damn. Oh,
I'll have to check it out.
5 stars.
I'll definitely have to check that out. I've only been rewatching like cartoons, so I watched like all of Steven Universe, all of Flapjack, all of regular show. Which Flapjack is hilarious.
I watched.
I highly encourage anybody who hasn't seen it, who likes cartoons or just likes having a good time and laughing, to check out Flapjack. I remember
it,
so
and
funny.
I love it.
It's so funny.
Like, the only cartoons I watched, I started and I never finished the Avengers cartoon from like 2012.
Oh yeah,
the Earth's Mighty Tears, which that cartoon is pretty solid. I won't lie. But I also watched the last 4 episodes of the final season of Star Wars: The Clone Wars, because I heard those were the ones that you really should watch if you want to like. Because I heard most of the season is filler.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Was it just like if you want to like be caught up with the story like and not watch all of it like?
Yeah, the last 4 episodes.
Yeah.
It's pretty freaking awesome, dude.
Was it?
It is pretty dope.
Don't spoil it. I'm gonna check
I won't,
it out.
but
Okay.
they like had because like obviously Ahsoka is in the season. It's in the trailer. So like Ahsoka and Darth Maul have to fight, and it like aligns with Revenge of the Sith.
Oh.
And there's a fight where they did it entirely in mocap, which is so dope. And they got like Ray Park, who I think played Darth Maul in the movies, to do like the motion capture where he does all the flips. It's pretty dope.
No, that's actually kind of.
It looked cool. It looked incredible.
That's actually pretty sick.
Yeah.
Motion capture is pretty cool in general.
Yeah, I agree. It's impressive.
One more thing I wanted to say is I watched Lighthouse again yesterday.
Oh, the Lighthouse with Robert Pattinson. You know, Batman.
Yeah, and the other guy. And
William Dafoe.
Anyway, so I watched it yesterday with some of my buddies, and I think I understand it a lot more than I did the first time. Because the first time I didn't really
recently too.
I didn't really know what it was, and I was trying to like. I have this freaking disease where every time I watch a movie, I'm like trying to structure the plot together in my head, and when it doesn't make sense, I'm just like, what's going on? Well, I'm lost, and so like with Lighthouse, it's literally just there's a plot, but it's very loose because it's basically just supposed to be like this sailor's like battling for sanity and like Robert Pattinson slowly just losing his mind.
Yeah, dude.
And I didn't know that the first time around, so I was like, oh, this is random. Oh, there's a naked mermaid. Oh, there's a he's doing stuff with that doll. Yeah, anyway.
Dude,
and then I'm like, oh, now he's beating the crap out of a seagull. But it's...
Dude, I forgot so much stuff that happened in that movie, and when I was watching it, I was like,
It's really strange, but after watching it a second time, I think I like it a lot more than I had initially thought. The cinematography, dude, that's what reminded me of is when you're talking about the cinematography for Mr. Robot.
Yeah. I love that aspect ratio, how it's like shot like a old film. Like a film of the 1800s.
It's really cool. There'll be just like random shots that I don't even expect. Like sometimes you'll get like a view like under one of the characters as they're just like churning something, or like as Robert Pattinson's like as what's his name in the movie?
Winslow,
yeah,
or Tommy. They're both. No,
it's Thomas and Winslow.
Yeah, but then he's like, "You shouldn't have spilled your beans, Tommy."
Yeah, for real. And then he's like, so you get like Winslow like shoveling in coal or whatever, and he's just like a shot under him, or like you'll get a shot of a lighthouse. And one last thing I want to say about it is the part where Winslow is like up in the lighthouse and he's got all that crap all over his face, and he's like, that was so
intense.
I forgot how creepy that was.
Oh yeah, dude, Robert Pattinson's an incredible actor. I think he's gonna be a great Batman. The only problem with his Batman is that I heard that his inspiration for the voice came from Willem Dafoe in that movie, and I was like, I really don't want Batman to be talking like
Yarg, Robin, hark! I've asked ye mateys.
Hark, Joker! Like, I don't want that, but...
You better walk the plank, Joker!
Did you see that, like, everyone was, like, bullying him for not working out to be Batman? When he's just naturally really fit.
Who cares?
Yeah, because I think it's because Ben Affleck put on like 200 extra pounds of just pure muscle.
Okay, cool. He's not Ben Affleck.
Yeah. He's just Batman's supposed to be a ninja.
Yeah, it doesn't
not just.
Dude, regardless of role he's playing or not, like that's not.
Have you seen what the suit looks like?
I think so.
Everything but the mask looks dope.
Does the mask look weird?
Mask looks weird, but I think that's just because they had like little things over the eyes. And it just looked weird, but I feel like, and like the ears look a little weird, but in like the reveal video they made where everything was red and they had like the score, it looked freaking cool, dude.
Hell yeah, dog.
Yeah, that movie I feel like is going to be really good because it's like Robert Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Andy Serkis as Alfred.
Yeah.
Not Gerard Butler. Colin Farrell as the Penguin. Which that's just amazing.
This will be tight.
It's gonna be a good movie.
This will be tight.
But okay, I wanted to get a little personal.
Yeah.
Because obviously we've been under lockdown for a while.
Yeah.
It's been lonely. So like I got a Tinder. Because to preface, I did say on a previous episode I had a girlfriend. Obviously, do not anymore. It's all good. We're cool.
This is where the audience goes on.
But I got a Tinder. I just want to say I haven't had it long and I hate it already.
It's pretty.
It's the worst.
Tinder sucks, dude. If I could just speak on that for a second, I don't really use it because it's crap. Because most, not all, but most people I run into, it's just either their bios are crap, where it's like people will think they're unique because they're like, oh, send me pictures of your dog, or or some quote from The Office, and it's like that is literally, I'm not joking, that's every other person.
Okay, literally every other girl on Tinder either has a picture where they're in a bathing suit in a bathtub full of milk and flowers.
Who are you?
No,
talking to?
It's like they're literally copying. I think it was like Harry Styles' picture where he's like in a pool full of like white liquid, probably milk, of some sort, and like there's flower petals and stuff.
So. And anyway,
and like now every other account there's a girl in a bathtub with milk in it and flower petals, and I'm just like, I've seen this so many times. You're not unique.
Yeah,
I've seen the in their bios. If the virus doesn't take you out, can I? That makes me want to shove my head through a wall.
I remember I matched with somebody and I was like trying to talk to them and they were just giving me really short responses. So then I'd stop responding and then they'd ask me something like later and then I'd respond again and then it'd go back to that.
Oh my god.
So it was like, I feel like this person just really wanted to keep the conversation going but not contribute, and I literally it was like,
that's so frustrating.
I have stuff that I do. I have a fucking life. I do stuff. So I don't use Tinder that much. I don't really pay attention to it. If I see it actually message me, I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll message her back and then I'll go do my thing. It's not like I'm like looking at this 24/7, but eventually I got kind of curious. I'm like, so what exactly are you doing? And this person was like, what? I'm like, you are the worst converser I probably ever met. Like,
did you say that?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And this person this person got all mad, and they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, let me see here. You give me one-word responses to everything. You don't contribute to the conversation. Although, anytime I don't respond, you try to drag it on, and it's been going on for like a few weeks now. What is this?
I'm bored, and I just swipe. I don't even care.
Okay.
It's just like something to do when I could be doing something productive.
I agree.
Yeah.
Can I say something that's gonna make me sound like kind of a mean guy?
Other than you
trying to
going off on that girl.
Well, I had a reason to.
Well, yeah, that is pretty annoying.
Okay, anyway, so I'm really trying to avoid not saying a bad word. So, I downloaded Hinge.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I have no idea what it is. I just know what you called it, and then I saw your story where it was like, now I understand why they called it that.
Oh my...
I was like, I want to know.
So, I downloaded Hinge because it marketed itself as the dating app designed to be deleted. And my buddy, I was talking to a friend of mine like a week or so ago, and we were having like a similar conversation. Screw Tinder and Bumble, they're all just, designed for, everyone knows what they're made for, And he was like, Hinge is okay. I'm like, is it? He's like, yeah, it's a little more in depth and allows you to match people that you might, that you'll probably be more interested in. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not even gonna like try to avoid saying this, dude. Every person I saw in there was
Nice person.
Oh my god! That's so mean!
There were so many people on there that I was just not attracted to, and you can remove that earlier part if you want and just keep them. I don't care at this point. It was okay. That did sound kind of rude. It was more so like I was not attracted to anybody I saw on Hinge, and I think I liked about 5 people, and I was swiping like forever, and I was like, wow, I can really see why this is the app made to be deleted now. This is crap. That's why I don't like Hinge, and you know what? People are probably looking at my face on Hinge and saying the exact same thing, and that's okay. So I have no room to talk.
It's fair.
Yeah. Maybe I don't really want to continue talking about this because I think I'm just going to dig myself in a deeper hole.
Well, I was going to say, I'm like a little picky. I feel like I'm too picky for my own good because I'm not that great. Like, I feel like
Shut up, dude.
I'm just saying.
You're pretty hot.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I have no problem looking at you and telling you I think you're a handsome guy.
Thank you. I have no problem looking at you and saying you're also a handsome man.
Glad we're on the same page.
I say man just because you have a beard and I don't. I look like a little boy now.
We return to school in the fall and Jameson, you have a beard down to your
I have a
beard
mount
down to your no area, and you're like, "What's up, boys?" I'm like, "Oh my god, Jameson, you're so big, and you have such a big beard. Oh my god, you're so cool." It's gonna be awesome. I'd swipe on you on Hinge.
Dude, it's so No, dude, it's so funny because I was just like, I've been home, so I've just been, second semester, I did not go home anywhere near as much as I did first semester.
Yeah.
And so it was like weird, because it wasn't weird, it was actually like nice because I haven't really seen my parents in a while.
Yeah.
And me and my dad were talking, and he was like, and it was... Homie did not give it long after I got out of my previous relationship to bring this up. He was like, "Hey, son," and to preface, if you were the person I'm about to talk about and you know who you are, I'm sorry. This might be a little weird, but my dad was talking to me. He was like, "Hey, son, you know that one girl?" And I never even dated her.
Really?
We didn't date. We were just kind of like a thing for a while, and then I was a bit of a jerk.
So it happens, man.
Multiple times because I'm like I was also in high school.
Yeah.
So not that like I'm only a year out of high school now, but like it was like I was being stupid. But she was like, "You know that girl you were running around with that was like really fun and really liked Fleetwood Mac and it was really cool and nice." And
you're like, "Dad, I didn't date Fleetwood Mac."
Dad, I did not date Stevie Nicks. No, he was like, "You know, the girl with the hair." And I was like, insert name of girl here. And he was like, "Yeah, her. I really liked her." And I was like, "Dude, I'm not gonna text her if that's what you want me to do. I just got out of a relationship."
Yeah.
And she was in a relationship at the time, so I was like,
"So you're like, Dad, we're not doing this."
Dad, no, homie.
Dude, that's too funny.
I was like, "Dad, I already got 3 strikes.
That's
I'm out. I'm out of the ballpark, homie. I'm out. I'm in my car eating one of like the after baseball snacks that the moms bring.
Cracker Jacks.
I'm sipping on my Kool-Aid jammer on the way home because I struck out so hard.
Don't trash Kool-Aid jammers, dude.
Dude, Kool-Aid jammers are great. But yeah, I was like, "Dad, why?" And he was like, I'm just saying, I really liked her. She's a nice girl."
I want to interject and say that the exact same thing has happened to me with my dad.
Yeah.
For some reason, my dad doesn't talk about any of my ex-girlfriends except for this one that I dated for like 3 months in high school. And he always gives me updates on her. It's to the point where I don't even follow her social media, and he does.
That's so weird.
He's like, every time I go over, my dad's like, and this girl has a husband and a child and another one on the way.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
I know. And it's like, what I'm getting at is she's doing her own thing. She has like a life of her own. You know, she's...
And your dad's like, "You might be a home wrecker."
No!
You can be those kids' fathers.
But no, I don't know what this... It was just me being stupid. But anyway, My dad always... I don't think he really tells me that I should get with her so much as he just never stops talking about her. Maybe my dad likes her, maybe. I love you, Dad. Just a heads up if you're watching this. I'm sorry.
I also love you, Dad.
Yeah. But if... Man, it'll just... I feel like I'm exaggerating it a bit, but definitely, like, I'll come home and I'll start talking to my dad and in some way, shape, or form be like, oh, did you know that such and such is doing this now? She posts about this on Facebook. I'm like, no, Dad. I don't know about it, because as we went over the last couple times, I don't have her on any social media. And
that's so
he
funny,
just... I just think it's hilarious that he just keeps up with her, you know? And I feel like it's going to be that way forever.
Dude, it's weird because you'd expect, like, a mom to do that.
You'd expect... you would.
My mom only remembers 2 of my exes, and it's the 2 most recent ones. Like, that's the only one she knows.
I have never heard my mom talk about one of my ex-girlfriends, like, that I can remember, like, unless it was, like, recently after we broke up, because anytime I bring up my ex-girlfriend, my mom just goes, that girl... I feel like moms hate ex-girlfriends.
You know, my mom...
Most.
She goes in phases. Whenever I get dumped, she hates them. But then I always become friends with... like, because I'm friends with most of my exes, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And she only doesn't like the ones I don't like.
Oh,
so,
that's a good point.
Yeah.
My mom's actually the same way.
Yeah, my mom... It's so funny, though, because whenever she, like, runs into them, she's like, oh, I saw this person today. It was really nice.
And you're
I was like,
okay,
yeah, I hope it'd be nice. It'd be really weird if she, like, beat the crap out of you.
It'd be really weird if it wasn't nice, you know? Like,
yeah.
Would she be like, hey, Jameson's mom, could you tell Jameson that he's a total...
little boy.
Yeah, with no hair.
Head.
A boy without hair.
I'm gonna go cry now.
No, for real. Well, people stink.
Like,
notice
they
how
smell really bad.
Notice how this entire time I've said people and you've said girls.
Well, because I've only dated girls.
I've only dated girls too, but I feel like I don't want to isolate women because I feel like this could apply to any
that's
gender.
Fair. Yeah, it can apply to any gender.
I'm not like harping on you. I'm just saying.
And I feel bad now because like one of my exes is non-binary, so now I'm like, oh, I should have said people.
Oh, are they? Are you being serious or are you just messing with
them? No,
them?
yeah, they're non-binary.
Oh, I thought you were messing with them.
No, yeah.
Oh, well, word.
I think that's dope. I'm happy for them.
Good.
Yeah.
Perfect. No, I didn't know if
they
you were joking
probably...
or not.
They probably are.
Sorry. That was... yeah. Well, Jameson, on that note, is there anything you want to close out this new episode of Boys with Hair with? I don't know why I said new. Like, after this is on YouTube for a while, it won't be new anymore.
Well, I mean, it's new. It's a new.
Oh, it's like a new format and everything.
It's a new format. Yeah, we're not in the studio. And we have one microphone. We're
doing our best.
We wanted to, still do it because it's fun.
Yeah. So I think I'm right. Just gonna cut this out and put it at the beginning.
I was gonna say my closing remarks.
No, I'm gonna say something really quick. On that, closing remarks.
I would just say, watch Mr. Robot. Listen to the new albums by All Time Low and The Rex and the upcoming Machine Gun Kelly album because it's actually pretty good so far. And
play Cuphead. Watch The Matrix if you haven't seen it.
Delete Tinder.
Watch The Lighthouse twice.
Watch The Lighthouse twice.
Definitely delete Hinge. Definitely delete Hinge.
It's made to be deleted. If your dad tells you to text that one girl or guy you dated,
don't.
Well, if you guys are friends, it doesn't matter.
Do what you want, but if you're in my scenario, don't.
If you're in my scenario,
maybe. It's just
You know what's funny is I feel like the person's gonna watch this and be like, oh, is that why you sent me Let's Play 8 Ball? And it's like, no. That's what I feel like,
On that
note, later. Just knock the camera down, and that's the end of the episode.
All right.